go to the grave. So I went every year for 20. This will be the 24th year. Because sometimes it seems like yesterday. Yeah. So, I mean, I still cry about him. I would say I think about his death every day. I wake up with this feeling of remembering how he laid in bed, not move. You know, when someone's dead, you know it. They don't look like they're sleeping. They're dead. And I just think about it every day. For 24 years, he's never out of my thoughts.
Blood doping is defined by the World Anti-Doping Agency as the misuse of certain techniques and/or substances to increase one's blood cell mass, which allows the body to transport more oxygen to muscles and therefore increase stamina and performance. Legendary athletes such as boxer Shane Mosley, cyclist Lance Armstrong, and German speed skater Claudia Pechstein have recently suffered consequences resulting in their decisions to take part in blood doping. In the 1980s, Francesco Conconi, also known as the father of modern blood doping, launched erythropoietin, EPO, a hormone that controls the production of red blood cells, into the sport of cycling. Certain practices have evolved where injections of one's blood or blood from another donor can be used to promote performance. But blood doping is a risky act that can cause harm to an athlete's health. If the injected blood is not compatible, then the body can reject it. Symptoms of blood urination, fever, and skin flushing can lead to medical issues and ultimately death. Blood doping should remain illegalized because it creates an unfair advantage for competitors and results in medical issues. Blood doping provides an uneven playing field for those competing in any sport, especially cycling. The included image illustrates the first, second, and third ranked bicyclists competing in the Tour de France races between 1996 and 2012. Each athlete highlighted in red has been penalized for their blood doping acts, while the few shown in gray have not participated in such actions. 82% of race first place winners have been reprimanded for their deeds and have been punished accordingly. Included in this percentage is Lance Armstrong, possibly one of the most well-known cyclists of his time. Armstrong was able to win the Tour de France 7 years in a row, but after admitting to have engaged in blood doping and other illegal substances, he would later be disciplined for his actions. His 7 wins are exhibited in the graphic. Armstrong isn't the only athlete admired by many who has taken part in similar banned activities. Cyclists such as Jan Ullrich and Alberto Contador bear similar stories. After analyzing the specific athletes mentioned, it is possible to believe that the most noteworthy athletes are those who have achieved a higher success. Without integrating drugs into his lifestyle, Andy Schleck holds the highest winning streak, but with only 3 second-place wins. As drug use continues to be covertly consumed, the chances of winning in competitions without blood doping are slim. This gap can be lessened as proper detection methods are discovered.
Doping can cause blood clots, hurt our immune system, and it can create strokes and infections, so it's quite dangerous. Secondly, I've treated a number of athletes who are involved with doping and anabolic steroid use, and I can tell you that clinically, these people present just like addicts. And we don't need more addicts in sports. We don't need more addicts in society.
The man featured in this video is Dr. J.P. Granite. He has been a psychotherapist since 1985 and is the founder of StayInTheZone.com, a website dedicated to the mental health of athletes and the preparation process leading up to their performance. He has been featured on Good Morning America, the BBC, the New York Times, and ESPN. With his lengthy credentials, Dr. Granite acts as a credible informer capable of speaking on the topic of blood doping and the harmful effects that it has on the body. Feelings of grief are illuminated by the widowed wife of Johan Dreyer, a cyclist who died in his sleep at the age of 27. She vividly illustrates the days leading up to his death and the time that followed the dreadful occurrence. His wife, Annalisa Schmad, describes her husband's fearless attitude towards racing and his thoughts towards the death of a fellow rider, which occurred few weeks prior to his own passing. Schmad recounts various dreams that featured her husband dying millions of miles away, when in reality her husband passed merely lying a few inches away from her own reach. The time during Dreyer's death featured a variety of strange assumptions being made about the way he passed and what it was caused by. Reporter Paul Kimmich states that there is not much more to tell about the cause of the death of the professional cyclist Johan Dreyer, other than he died during the night between Monday and Tuesday in his sleep, felled by a cardiac arrest. While blood doping can give competitors an edge, it is a dangerous action that needs to be taken seriously in regards to the potential damages that it may cause to an athlete's health and the unfairness that it results in sports. All of this can be eliminated if blood doping continues to be illegalized.